A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of Sacred Hearts. Dear students, in the previous lecture of business studies, we have started our ninth chapter, that was internal trade. In the previous lecture, we have covered the points like the meaning of internal trade, features of internal trade, and thereafter the types of internal trade, in which we have started about the wholesale trade. And in that, half of the part we have covered, that is the services provided by wholesaler to the manufacturer. Dear students, today we will continue with services of wholesalers to the retailer. The very first service is availability of goods. Retailer needs to keep a wide variety of goods to meet the requirement of the various customers. Obviously, a lot of type of customers are there, and they are all having their different own preferences. So all these preferences are to be fulfilled by the retailers. So wholesaler provide them a wide variety of goods in one line of product. And what the wholesaler used to do, they used to provide a different variety of the single line of product. It is very difficult for retailers to approach the different manufacturers directly. Imagine the situation if the every of the retailer is approaching of every of the manufacturer. It seems to be very difficult and impossible. And that is why the wholesalers are there in mid between, who used to make the availability of goods to the retailers in the wide variety. Next, grant of credit. What does a wholesaler used to do? They used to sell their goods to the retailers on the credit. That means they are selling the goods but not taking money at that time. Therefore, retailers need not to maintain large working capital. If the retailer have to pay on the spot only, obviously that means they must be required with a high amount of working capital. But what the wholesaler used to instruct to the retailer that uh, you can make the payment after the selling of the goods. That means somewhere somehow they are providing the sort of credit to the retailers. Next, risk sharing. Wholesalers bear the risk of change in demand, risk of change in transit, risk of theft or spoilage in the warehouses, etc. Why? Because all the goods is purchased by the wholesaler in the big lot, and then this is sell out to the retailers in the small lots. So wholesaler have to maintain a complete stock with himself. So whatever the loss can be there, it may be in the loss in the transit, change in demand, theft, spoilage, all is to be bared by the wholesaler. Retailers are relieved from all such risk as wholesaler bear these risks for the retailers. और जो retailers हैं वो इस risk से क्या हैं, relieved हैं, free हैं. क्यों? Because on behalf of them the wholesaler is taking all the risk. Next, specialized knowledge. Wholesaler has direct links with the manufacturers, so he comes to know about the latest technology used in the manufacturing of product, about the new product, their features, their characteristics, and so on. And all this information that is achieved from the manufacturer by the wholesaler is provided to the retailers, so that the retailers can be knowledgeable about the product and can provide the information to the ultimate consumer and make them satisfied about the information of the product, and then only the consumer can purchase the product. Until and unless the shopkeeper or the retailer is unable to give us information about the particular product, we become doubtful about the particular product. Next, publicity. Wholesalers advertise the brands and goods kept with them. Such publicity helps the retailer also to increase his sales. What does the wholesaler used to do? They used to advertise the brands or the goods that are kept with them, and the result of this publicity is this, that the retailers are able to sell out the goods very easily. And what are the different modes of publicity? See, Generally, wholesalers do publicity by distributing pamphlets. Pamphlets we all have seen generally in the newspaper. A A4 sheet paper is there of different colors in which the information of the particular product or the event is there. That is the pamphlets. Banners that we have seen roadside or by painting their transport vehicle, etc. A lot of time we have seen that the vehicle of the Amul, that is carrying the Amul milk and Amul product, in the whole vehicle, in the whole particular mini truck we can say or the vehicle we can say, पूरे उस पे आपका अमूल का ही एडवर्टीजमेंट उसमें अमूल बना हुआ होता है, that the taglines are there and the complete color and the name of the Amul is written over there. So it is in itself is the publicity. So all these are the different modes of publicity, and as a result of all these publicity, the local sales of the particular product increases. Next, marketing supports. Wholesalers perform various marketing functions and provide support to the retailers. They undertake advertising and other sales promotion activities to induce customers to purchase the goods. What does the wholesaler used to do? They used to provide the support to the retailers in the market by the different supporting activities such as promotion activities such as advertising activity. The retailers are benefited as it helps them in increasing the demand of the various new products. And what happens? All these marketing support result in the increased demand for the particular product, and as a result, the retailer is easily able to sell out the goods in the market. This is about the services of wholesaler to the retailer. Now we are going to discuss about the second part of the internal trade, that is the retail trade. And what is the retail trade? It is the last link in the distribution chain. Distribution chain, that means the producer or the manufacturer, thereafter wholesaler, thereafter retailer, and that consumer. So it is the last chain. Retail trade refers to sale of goods in small lot to the final consumer. What does in the retail trade it consists of? It consists of selling of goods in the small lots. A retailer buys goods from the wholesaler and sell them to the ultimate consumer. रिटेलर क्या करता है? होलसेलर से गुड परचेज करता है और अल्टीमेट कंज्यूमर को सेल आउट करता है. रिटेलिंग इंक्लूड्स सेलिंग गुड्स डोर टू डोर स्टेप. इट डजंट मीन दैट ऑन अ only in the through the shop is the retail trade. Retail trade also include door to door selling, selling through the television, selling through the telephone or through the internet. All these will be included in the retail trade. A retailer may be defined as a dealer in goods and services who purchase from the manufacturer or wholesaler and sell to the ultimate consumer. And the particular person who used to execute the retail trade is known as retailer. Now we will discuss about the last topic, that is the features of retail trade. The very first feature is retailer is the last link in the distribution chain that we have discussed. सबसे पहले आपका manufacturer आता है, फिर wholesaler, thereafter retailer, and then ultimately consumer. So this is the last chain. Second, retailers sell the goods or services directly to the consumer. परचेज करते हैं होलसेलर से और अल्टीमेटली सेल आउट करते हैं कंज्यूमर्स को. नेक्स्ट, रिटेलर्स डील विद द वैरायटी ऑफ पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट्स. if you went to a retail shop, you can see a lot of variety is there, so that the different types of preferences or demand of the consumer can be fulfilled. Next, retailers buy and sell a small quantity of good. They used to sell out very small quantity of good. Now imagine the situation when you went to a stationery shop and you are demanding about the pen. So you usually demand 1 or 2 units. So they used to sell out in the very small lot. Next, retailers are generally located in the residential area. They are easily available nearby our house, and retailers maintain personal relation with the customer. It means that whenever you visit over there, they used to greet you, they used to communicate with you, and they used to ask about your personal life from you. So this is all are the features of retail trade. This is all about today. God bless and lots of love.